Ladies and gentlemen, introducing from Damsar Uptown, Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, weighing in at one Invitational Rumble, here's your fellow Uptown Lowlife, Cornelius. Thank you. How is everybody doing? How's everybody doing? You guys all right? The girls are all right. To those who don't know, my name is Cornelius, professional wrestler turned Butler, Vtuber. And man, oh man, has it been a whirlwind of a week for me. Whirlwind of a week. So yes, folks, let me just bring up that little montage thing I just show off here to prove that, yes, I was a pro wrestler first before I became a VTuber. And it's kind of a bit of a miracle actually that I'm still a pro wrestler. I still get to do this in real life. I still get to apply my trade in real time. It's rather bonkers actually. I'm blessed and lucky. And tonight's stream is all about looking back, a little bit of introspective, a post-mortem, if you will. Oh, 1 second. Just realized something. I managed to unecho myself because I'm an idiot. In any case, so New Breed 3. It is possibly one of the most memorable events I've ever been a part of. One of the most memorable events I've ever been a part of. I think a fellow MyPW wrestler of mine, Miles Crew, he actually said it best in one of his Instagram stories. The previous events felt like developments, like we were getting our footing. We were trying to establish ourselves because this was a new MyPW, a new host of brand new Malaysian wrestlers. New Breed 3 felt like an arrival. This was the event where actually, for the context here, a few years ago when new MyPW came about in New Breed 1, half of the talents that wrestled in MyPW New Breed 1, half of them were non-Malaysians, and very good talented wrestlers, because we were all very new. There wasn't that many of us. This event, most of us were Malaysian wrestlers, and we trained long and hard. Our last event was literally, was it last year November, or was it August? Something like it was quite a while ago. It was definitely more than 6 months for certain. So we took those 6 months and we trained our asses off. We trained our asses off. So most of us were local guys, and this event felt like we really established ourselves in a big way. I am really proud of this event. And let's go through it a little bit, shall we? Just to note, folks, just to note, I will be doing this whilst I'm having my dinner. I'm not gonna say exactly what happened, but I am exhausted from today. The weather has been like extra hot. I was busy with a couple things. I do sometimes have a little bit of caffeine before streams, but tonight, let's just say it starts with a capital M. Luckily, a sugar-free version. I hope. And it's a big one. And I can sort of the heart palpitations haven't arrived yet, but I can predict it's gonna come pretty soon. Let me just finish this. Actually, how big is this can actually? 500 milliliters. Oh dear. I hope I can sleep tonight. I mean, I should have slept a little bit more in daytime. Oh well. Sugar-free. Okay. All right. Where's my bell? Oh, there it is. All right. Let us get down to the post-mortem. There we go. Perfect. Right, yo. Oh, jeez. Oh, it's still hot. You know it's hot when I have prepped literally an ice pack next to me. I literally have a giant ice pack next to me. And it's all, oh my God, it's all completely liquid right now. It was literally a solid block of ice. Literally a solid block of ice. Not too long ago, and now it's all liquid. Thankfully, cold liquid, but oh, jeez. Mind you, yes, I still have my AC on as well. The air conditioning is working fine. I think. Gee, what's the weather right now? It's 31 Celsius. It's 31 Celsius at almost 8 p.m. Oh my God, ridiculous. Okay. Enough me moaning about this. Let's get into it, shall we? So, to those who aren't aware, Malaysia Pro Wrestling is a local wrestling promotion here in Malaysia. It is the first and oldest wrestling promotion in Malaysia. And New Breed 3 is basically our WrestleMania, essentially. This is our WrestleMania. This is us re-establishing ourselves, so to speak, as new MyPW, as I like to call it. So this is our third time doing this, and I gotta say, this is a really bit of a banger. So let's go through what makes this interesting, Now, keep in mind, folks. Keep in mind, as someone who is actively part of wrestling, I always have to mention this. I always have to disclaim this. There is only so much I can reveal, only so much I can tease, pull back the curtain on, that sort of a thing. I want to be respectful on the trade that I'm actively a part of. So, forgive me if there are certain things I'm going to be a bit more coy on, yeah? All right. Let us do this, shall we? Let's see. Here it is. Okay, let's see. Oh, by the way, folks, by the way, before we get into it, look who we have here, folks. Do you spot a certain someone? Do you spot a certain someone? Right over here. The image is a little bit on the small side, but I believe you can see him right here. Yes, folks. Ref Ryan, refereed in Japan. Now, to those who aren't aware, Referee Ryan is my moderator here in Captain Cornelius. And he's a real-life professional wrestling referee and wrestler as well, actually. He also wrestles as well. I wrestled him before. No, handily defeated him, but he's a proper wrestler nonetheless. And he has wrestled and refereed overseas before. But as for wrestling somewhere as with as big of an industry as Japan, this is a first timer for him. This is a first timer for him. So congrats, man. Congrats to my boy, Ref Ryan, for getting to finally referee in a event in Japan. Obviously, this is not OSW style wrestling. Is not considered a large promotion. But still, this is a nice step forward. If I'm not wrong as well, you see the guy with the yellow and black shirt there, right, most? I believe that is a Taiwanese wrestler, actually. His name is Lucifer. Like, if you were to write it in Chinese, it's Lucifer. But yes, it's Lucifer. Why is he called Lucifer? I don't know. But in any case, guys, here is the link where I got this photo from. There's actually a Nico video link as well. According to Ref Ryan, that's where you can actually see him reffing the match. I don't think it's out yet, but that's where you can see it. So Ref Ryan's on Nico. You know, if you guys aren't aware, that's basically Japanese YouTube. Japan has its own YouTube because, of course, it does. And it's like It's its own very unique world. So to end up in Niku Niku video, that's kind of cool, actually. That's kind of cool. All right. So enough gushing all about my wonderful baby boy, Ref Ryan. Oh, he's so adorable. I do admire him. So I'm so glad he actually put himself out there. No, Ref Ryan, you will not just turn this into a vacation. You will not vacation this. Turning your Japan trips into vacations. No. If there's a chance to work there, you work there, boy. You work there. Okay. By the way, how's my volume, by the way? Not too loud, not too soft, I hope. And the stream working all right. I do hope so. I do hope so. In any case, let's keep on going, shall we? All right. Okay. So let me explain what's going on here. So this is us before the ring was even moved to our theater in the first place, Kuwash Theater, that's sort of been our Madison Square Garden daily place for like years now, years. And so I want to like sort of highlight this a little bit because to those who aren't aware, our center, our new developmental center, we've moved from Kampung Baru, of which I have very fond memories of, but there's bats and you gotta go through the staircase. We moved to this place called Oval Damansara. It is an office building, and somehow, someway, we are literally situated next to the main entrance. We found a space for it. Pretty darn good space as well, so we feel really lucky. It's a very, very unique spot in TTDI, and if that name sounds familiar to you, that's because that is in the same area that Quash Theater is in. So where we are, it is literally about 7 minutes drive to the Quash Theater and a 10-minute walk. Is it a 10-minute walk? No, I'd say a 15-minute walk actually. Yeah, 15-minute walk actually sounds not actually that's not too far off, which is crazy. So we're actually so close to it. And so what this meant was, man was moving out of breeze. It was so crazy. I actually was wondering, what was in the midst of moving out, like something feels funny. What does it feel funny? And then one of the coaches mentioned to me, "Oh, that's because you don't feel exhausted." I don't feel exhausted. Because usually, we will actually be there. This was like around afternoon time, if I'm not wrong, like on a Friday afternoon. But we will usually try to be a bunch of us will try our best to be there on a Friday morning. Why? Because our previous place in Kampung Baru, there was like a whole our center was actually located in the first floor, and we had to go down this long flight of stairs to take our stuff down, the ring down. Hello, that is you. Welcome to Cafe Cornelius. And so that staircase, that was our enemy. That is our enemy. Taking the stuff downstairs is one thing. Imagine after the show, you had this crazy 15-minute long match, 5-star classic, and you gotta take the stuff upstairs, up a whole flight of stairs. In fact, technically it's actually 2 flights of stairs. Oh, exhausting. By the way, is your internet okay? It keeps lagging on my end. I tested with 3 devices. Oh, that's a good... Wait, let me check. I have a feeling... Wait, let me check. 1 second. Okay. See, that's the thing. It says here stream health is excellent. Like that's exactly what it says. I'll screenshot this for you. It actually says it is excellent. But I know this has been happening a bit with YouTube as of late. With YouTube. But why? I don't know, and I can't believe this has been affecting me. Especially because, well, I only stream from YouTube and that's it. I know some folks have been dual streaming, and they can bypass that a little bit, but oh man, really? This has been really strange. Okay. Oh, what about now? Is it still lagging? Okay. Man, this is gonna be really unfortunate if that's the case. If I turn this into a VOD, will things still be smooth running? God, I hope so. Because this would be a big ass pity. I feel like I'm on a roll here talking about all of this, you know? No response yet from this you. Maybe I'll ask her in our private chat. Is it still lagging? Man. Wait, let me just check. Let me just check this. Check the connection real quick. Look at my OBS. Yeah, on my OBS, everything seems hunky dory. No response from this. Okay, hold on. It keeps loading every 1 second. Sorry if I am late. No, that's fine, this. That's fine. No, I've seen this recently with YouTube as of late, in some other streams. So it's gonna be kind of stop, start. Not to the point where it's like terrible, but like you'll notice it for sure. Yeah. I sort of see it too. I think I see it too. It's very unfortunate, but I just have to keep going. I don't dual stream. Oh man, don't tell me I'm forced to dual stream because of this. Oh well. I just have to keep going, huh? I just have to keep going. Okay, and keep going. I shall. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, I was talking about how easy moving out now is. Because as you can see, we literally just have to take the stuff out, through the glass door carefully, and that's it. And as you can see here, there's a lot of us. New MyPW has only been in existence for like 3-ish years. Mr. Blurry, welcome to Kevin Cornelius. Please ignore the occasional lag. I think it's still the stream will still keep on chugging, just a little bit. So yes, as you can see, our numbers have exponentially grown over the past 3 years. Actually, like this is a normal class, by the way. This is a normal class, and there's so many of us. So with this number of people, and with the place being and with our developmental center now literally next door to the outdoors. Oh man, it was a breeze. I also saw Ryan is in Japan. Yes, indeed. He originally went to Japan for a trip. He wanted to attend this event, OSW style wrestling, as an audience member. But then one of the wrestlers caught wind that he's a referee and was like, You're working in my show. And worked he did. Happy for the boy. Happy for him. So yes, very happy that this was moving out was such a breeze. Oh man, you have no idea how like lucky we feel, let's see. Okay. However, so things were going pretty well, and setting up the ring in the Quash Theater, that's all well and good. That's all great and stuff. However, there was this sudden announcement. What do I mean by this? This is a bit of an unfortunate news, actually, but if I don't mention it, I'm missing a big part of the show. Okay, so this was something that was actually sprung to the ring crew, to the talent. Like, I think I'm okay to say it. It's okay for me to say it's on Friday evening, I think. So we were still busy setting up the ring and stuff in Cross Theater. We found out that our main eventer and head coach Carlo Cannon, someone who has main evented multiple MyPW events, including the first 2 new breeds, if I'm not wrong. he had some immigration issues. That's all I'll say about it. He had some immigration issues, unfortunately. So he's Australian, right? So he flies from Australia to Malaysia, but he encountered some passport troubles. I think that's the word they used in the announcement. If you want to see the proper statement on this, you may go to the MyPW Instagram channel, and you can just seek this image out, and you'll see the details there essentially. So it's a huge pity. I believe the coaches who are based here in Malaysia, they found out the night before, and they were trying to like guide things along. And to say that Carlo Cannon, Coach Carlo, was devastated by this news it's a bit of an understatement. He's made it very clear that he was very unhappy that this all turned out this way. You know, it's just an unfortunate series of circumstances here. So it sucks. It sucks. You know. So that means that some of the matches has to be changed up a little bit. You know, it was originally supposed to have been a what was it? Was it a triple threat match? I believe it was originally a triple threat match. Yeah, it was originally no. The main event was supposed to be Carlo Cannon versus Shaheen for the MyPW World Championship, but it has been changed. And Shaheen is added into the three-way match. So it was originally Eman Azman versus Shivam of Thailand versus who? Wait, where's my brain? By the way, welcome El Juggalo. Welcome. Are you a juggalo? Are you that kind of juggalo? That sounds really weird when I say that like that. But anyways, welcome to Cafe Cornelius. And the statement Andrew Tang. God forbid I forget about the statement Andrew Tang from Singapore. So that was originally a triple threat match for the MyPW Southeast Asian Championship. And now, Shaheen from Dubai, mind you, came in. Is now the fourth member in that championship match. So it went from a three-way match to a four-way match. So yeah, that's now our new main event. Yeah. I hope this doesn't come off as a bit callous, but in some ways, whilst this news is no doubt devastating, because you know, in some ways, MyPW Newbury is Carlo's baby. He's been main eventing this. He's been headlining this. He has been a huge part. In fact, the major factor in rebuilding new MyPW. And for him to not be part of a MyPW event for the first time was, yeah, left. We were all kind of concerned, but the show must go on, and in some ways, his presence was sorely missed. But we have done this enough. We have enough experience. All the bunch of us who are in the local scene, we are ready enough to pick up where he left off, to pick up the mantle. Because there are talents here in Malaysia who can put on a main event level show. You know, Coach Carlo prepared us for that. All I can say is that he is safe and sound back in Melbourne, Australia now. You know, I'm really glad for that. I'm really glad that he got back home safe, because we were concerned that he might have further troubles, but thankfully he got back home safely. And yeah, it's a bit of a complex issue. But the important thing is that he is safe. You know, there's always another time when he can return back to Malaysia. All right, let's keep on going. By the way, how is the stream? By the way, how is the stream? Let me just check very quickly on the stream health. Is the stream running running smoothly-ish. Yeah, ish. Because I understand that, this is, that there could be a couple of hiccups. Okay, what the hell is this? What the hell is this, huh? What the hell is this? Okay. So this is on Saturday itself. As you can see, the ring has been properly built up. But what the hell is this? Okay. So this is I post this on my socials, by the way. So the dude to the left of me, that's Rory Holmes. He's an Australian wrestler, so he came into KL pretty fine. Yeah, he's an experienced he's a veteran Australian pro wrestler. In fact, someone that I've actually met years ago before I even met Carlo. In fact, I was in the same event with him in Perth, of all places. Perth. I flew myself to Perth to wrestle an event. And so, what the hell is this gigantic green screen I'm wearing? It's enormous. Like, it is like XXXL at least. Maybe even more than that. This is a shirt sold by a mutual friend of ours. Yeah, it is beautiful. Thank you for letting me know, El Juggalo. He goes by the name of Aaron O'Malley. He is a veteran Australian wrestler, primarily based out of Perth. It's still loading every second on my end. I don't know why. Yeah, unfortunately. Is that the same? Is that the case for the rest of you guys? Or is it just for this you? Maybe for some folks, it's inconsistent. Maybe. So, okay. Actually, let me link the Instas, because that's always fun. Let me just do that real quick. So basically, when I'm peeling back the curtain a little bit here. So when I went off to Perth to wrestle, I actually stayed with Aaron O'Malley. Actually, I figured I could. I thought I'll take up the chance to like ask him, hey, can I bunk in your house? Actually, because just to save on expenses. And Aaron O'Malley, who I actually met in Malaysia, was very gracious in offering me a room to stay in his place. Him and his wife were really, really lovely people. They were very gracious. Got to have dinner and a good bit of fun with me. Sorry, I just saw something that yeah. Let's keep going. Okay. Okay. Rory. Okay, let me just drop Rory's thing first. So this will be Rory's Instagram, and now let's go for Aaron. So he basically wanted to give me a little bit of a parting gift. Anyways, your thoughts on JCW and your weekly show on YouTube called Lunacy? No clue what that is, El Juggalo. For a bit of context here, I am a Malaysian professional wrestler. I am, if you are referring to something in North American wrestling, I am literally on the other side of the planet from you. I'm presuming you're from North America. And this is Mean O'Malley's. So, obviously I follow a good bit of, the WWE, the AEW, the TNA even, But do I know every single promotion? No. There's only so much I can watch, so much I can follow. I got my Japanese stuff to consider. I got my Mexican stuff to consider. I got my stuff in my own region to consider too. So yeah. But since you mentioned it, let me just check very quickly what in the world is JCW in the first place. Is this something like Jersey City Wrestling or something? Oh, Juggalo Championship Wrestling. I thought it was Jersey. Like New Jersey. So you are a bona fide Juggalo. So yes, well, I technically do have a black and white motif thing going on with my mask. Look at me. Do I give off Juggalo vibes to you? I mean, yes, I technically, I mean, I guess it's not too strange if a Juggalo were to like brandish a whip. Yeah. But I do give off, the Butler vibes, the bartender vibes a good bit more. You see what I'm getting at? You see what I mean? So unfortunately, no, I don't really follow a JCW. But hey, I understand that they're a bona fide wrestling company, indeed. And I wish them all the best in their promotion. We're trying our best here on the other side of the planet as well. So what was I saying? Oh yeah. So Aaron O'Malley, he wanted to give me a gift. He had but unfortunately he was sort of like a lot of his shirts were sold out already. That were my size, and as you can see, I'm not a very large wrestler at all. But he had this shirt on him, and clearly it was many sizes, too big for me. And I thought to myself, perfect. I don't think O'Malley did not expect me to say yes to this shirt. I was like, it's perfect. Like, yes, give me the oversized shirt. Like I literally, I wanted this shirt exactly for moments like this. I actually wanted to use it as a bit of like a pajamas actually. But let's just say having this much cloth on me, oh man, especially in the weather that I live in, oh no, I will sweat buckets. Maybe I could use it as a mini green screen actually, but considering the fact that I have an actual functioning green screen with me, yeah, it's a bit moot. It's huge. Like it literally looks like I can actually use it as a green screen. Hello, Mr. Butlerman. It's Kuma, the one you jump scare and my PW. I know who you are, Kuma. I know you. Thank you so much for your patronage in my PW New Bit 3 and the previous events over the years. Really, really do appreciate it. Being jump scared by me was your fault, not mine. Well, a bit of context as to what Kuma was. She, as you can see, she is clearly an audience member in New Bit 3. And this was after the event. I was, sauntering up, chatting up with some of the audience members, wanting to get a little bit of feedback. I approached Kuma and her friends, and somehow, somewhere, I jump scared her. Didn't mean to, mind you. I didn't mean to. I'm not that scary. Okay, this is the face of fear. Okay, this is not the face of fear. It's the face of friendliness. But jump scare her, I did. Maybe it's because of my silent footsteps. I do have pretty silent footsteps. And then you know what she said? You know what Kuma said? He was like, "Oh my god, you scared me. I didn't see you. You're so short." You had to mention the S word to me. You just had to mention the S word to me, which is totally unnecessary. Unnecessary to mention the S word, okay? It could have been silent. That would have been fine, but use the other S word. How dare you? How dare you? She even mentioned someone else that I'll talk about more and how I needed him, to compensate for the height. I was like, no. In my defense, your mask was white and the wall was white. In my view, I only saw the top of it. You came out of nowhere. Excuses. Okay. Let's get back to it. I'm not scary. Well, I am scary when I want to be. When I'm not being scary, I am like the gentleman of my PW. Sheesh. So anyways, yes, I brought this gigantic ass green shirt from Perth. Stayed in my closet for years and years, and I brought it out, and I showed it to Rory, and he instantly knew what it was. And it was like, why? I'm like, yeah. And then we took a photo. And I posted it on Instagram. Yeah, okay, let's keep going. Yeah. So we started out that Saturday on a, especially in the light of what happened with Carlo, I thought let's lighten the mood a good decent bit. Oh yeah, and this is something I've actually been asking about management to do for quite a while actually. I don't know if they actually took up my advice or not, or this is something that they decided to do. But yes, we decided to finally advertise our MyPW Developmental Center. So if you guys want to check it out, there you go. Just go on Instagram and seek it out and seek out MyPWDC essentially. And we are located in Oval Damansara TTTI, and we've been advertising this throughout the event. About time. Because previously we didn't, and I thought to myself, no, we really should. We really should, And I'm glad to see that this is being advertised finally. And actually, from what I hear, it's actually been paying off. This event has actually been huge to gather an interest for potential new trainees, actually. So I've heard we've gotten some good results from it, actually. So here's hoping. You'll never know. Maybe New Breed 3 will inspire a new generation of talented wrestlers. Okay. So for those who aren't aware, and we don't advertise this, but maybe we should. We have a pre-show match. Again, as we usually post in our socials, our doors open at 5 o'clock. The show starts at 6. But in between that time, there is a pre-show match, usually 1 or 2. Tonight, it was Bobby Sinaga, the debuting Bobby Sinaga versus Edward Tan. Edward Tan has been wrestling for a little while. He's been a part of pre-show matches for a while. But this is Bobby Sinaga's debut. As you can see, he's a bit of a big boy on him. And if this lariat looked like it hurt, it looked like it hit a truck, it did. This was like Bobby Sinaga debuted in a big way. Fun fact, he is from Medan, Indonesia, actually. So the crowd actually responded to that when Johan, our announcer, mentioned he, from Medan, Indonesia. Oh, people were like, whoa, like whoa, that's cool. Like like an Indonesian wrestling. That's pretty neat. And in fact, here's something funny too. We were told that we were actually encouraged. Hey, you as wrestlers, you should go out before the show even begins. During that 5 o'clock period, mingle with the audience, chat with them, talk with them. Be at your merch table, sell your merch before the show even begins. Welcome in the audience even. And that's what I did. That is what I did. I and a couple of others, especially the veteran wrestlers, we were like, we're shameless, and we're also like, a little more calm and collected as opposed to the newer wrestlers who are usually a little more anxious. At this point, I'm pretty chill, actually, feeling pretty chill. So I and a couple others greeted the early comers, and when it was announced that the pre-show match was going to start soon, I literally walked in to the theater as if I was an audience member, and I sat down in the audience. Obviously, it wasn't full at all, so it was easy for me to get a seat. And after the event, Bobby actually told me, he was a little, when he looked out in the audience, he was a bit confused, like, wait, who's that guy with a white mask? Wait, is that a Cornelius Low cosplayer? he initially thought it was a Cornelius Low cosplayer. And like, I'm not that popular, my lad. My boy, I'm not that popular, okay? Okay? Hey, I haven't even hit YouTube partnership yet. Guys, if you can help me hit YouTube partnership, help me reach, 1K. Only guy. So yeah. So yeah, I definitely caught a few people off guard. Like they were definitely looking a bit funny, which I think added to the atmosphere. In fact, that the wrestlers are amongst us. What? that was funny. And secretly, I could actually sort of lead the audience a little bit. Lead the audience a little bit, get them to be a little more vocal because especially there's a good bit less folks. We were sold out twice for the show. Sold out twice. 240 if I'm not wrong. 240 packs. But obviously during pre-show there's a lot less people. And so I could help get the audience going a little bit in that sense. So I help, no one can say that I'm not helping the new guys out in that sense. And so Bobby Sinaga won in a very, very surefire fashion, indeed. Okay. So really glad, and Bobby, I really gotta give it up to Bobby. He worked hard. He trained for more than a year for this. He really put in the work. And so did Edward Hahn as well. I'm not gonna forget him. Okay, so I'm not gonna cover every single match that happened. I'm just gonna cover what really mattered to me and other memorable moments. The Invitation Rumble, where the winner of said Rumble gets a chance at a title shot, any title shot in my PW. Ooh, tempting. So the whole the through line with this was that Rory Holmes was a dominant force. As you can see, he came out and he just chucked people around. To be specific, he was suplexing people. There was a bit of a running gag with this whole match that, before the when there was the announcement of, turn 9 for the next contestant to enter, he will be just holding people up in a vertical suplex, a stalling suplex, for like, jeez, forever. He just held it on forever. It was super impressive and super intimidating. So you know what I did? When I entered? He was number 2. Rory Holmes was number 2. I entered at, was it number 6? I was number 6. One second. Okay. So when I entered as contestant number 6, I entered. I stole the microphone from Johan as I do, announced myself, walked up to the apron, entered the ring, looked at Holmes, said hi to him, and I grabbed someone else. I don't have the footage for it, unfortunately, but you could tell that me just being polite to him sort of stunned him a little bit, and he focused on the other wrestlers. It was actually kind of funny, actually. So my strategy at being the gentleman of my PW paid off. Who said being gentlemanly doesn't pay off? Eh? Especially in the world of wrestling. 1 second. Just let me check. How's my stream doing, by the way? Is it still smooth? Is it smooth like butter, like a criminal undercover, or is it like chugga 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 chugga? Which is it now? Okay. Okay. So, oh yeah, this rumble is a smaller rumble. It's not like it's like a full-on royal rumble where it's like there's 30 people. This was it was capped at 10 wrestlers. 10 wrestlers. It wasn't a super long one, although it was pretty eventful. Ooh, something I want to point out to you viewers. Something I want to point out to you viewers. So it might be a little bit hard to see, but look at this rather epic photo of Rory glaring down the audience here. Even in just a few rows at the front here, it's mostly women. It's mostly women. Look at that. Like, it's all women here, a lot of women here, and heck, if you zoom in, there's a lot of women in the back as well. There's so many women wrestlers here. It's actually kind of nuts. It's actually kind of nuts. I don't think this was a thing in the previous events. Like, usually, it's a pro wrestling event. Usually it's skews towards the guys. But, wow, it's so many to the point where, like, I won't be surprised if it's 1-to-1 for this event. I won't be surprised. I think I know why. I think I know why. When that match comes up, I will explain as such. It's a bit of a theory. I'm theory crafting a little bit, but I think I know why. But this is good. It's so healthy. It is so freaking healthy that the ladies can enjoy wrestling as well. There was one women's match, which is a great boon, but that should not be the. But but it goes to show that no, it's not just a women's match that the ladies are attracted to as well. I'm sure Rory's very, very coiffed, a beard helped a good bit as well. He's a handsome lad. He's a handsome lad, like me, with the mask on, There were other Ling Zais as well, I suppose. Yeah. Was anyone another Ling Zais? There's some Ling Zais in this show for certain. Right. Keep going. Oh, I just want to show off this epic photo. This epic photo. Look at this epicness. You can see me at the corner there trying to. I'm trying to pick up Bobby. Oh, Bobby was in this too. I'm actually going to show you a clip of it. So I've got some clips, and I hope that the fans don't mind. Most of these are fan clips from Instagram stories, actually. So the fans can have a little bit of fun, clipping us, so to speak, on Instagram, on Twitter, that sort of a thing. So we don't mind that, actually. We sort of encourage it, actually, in our MyPW shows. And this is a gorgeous photo, man. Oh man. Okay. So Bobby Sinaga, fresh off a win in the pre-show match, entered as, I think, participant number 8. Check this out. It's a bit loud, I think. I do apologize. Oh, look at that. He hits like a truck. And off he goes. Apologies. A bit stop-start. When I tell you that you can feel all of his meat, you feel all of his meat, baby. And off he goes. And I tried to take advantage a little bit. Oh, and I eat a big forearm. And a blue thunderbomb. And I clung the ropes. I won't lie. I sort of underestimated the lad a little bit, I thought, because I actually, like, as you saw, I shoved, I think that was Edward and Guken to Bobby, but to no avail. Took out, I think that's Ben Hamza as well. So yeah, he came in a big way for the show. He made a huge impression. He was eventually eliminated. I'm sorry, Bobby. You can't win it all. Bobby. Okay. think what's the next thing? This. Okay. So obviously, here's me being upside down in every match. You know, it's a bit of a tradition. But as you can see here, actually this photo right above here, this is actually the winning strat by Jack Alexander. Somehow he's managed to get both Orion Black and Rory Holmes out of the ring onto the apron and drop kicked the both of them out of the ring, leaving him the last man standing. And Jack Alexander, after a rather long hiatus and a ridiculous comeback montage, won the Invitational Rumble. And now he has essentially a sort of like a bit of a contract-ish shot at the MyPW. I think it is at any title in MyPW, which is, you know, fair play to him. Fair play to him. The Rumble was definitely a lot of fun for sure. I say that, but something went down in the Rumble that, yeah, you'll see. So I hope MyPW doesn't mind if I'm being a bit cheeky. I somehow got the footage of this. So what happened here? So this match, I believe, occurred before the Rumble. One of the matches in the MyPW during the Gold Tournament was one that's actually important to me, because Blazing Raj is a talent that I was managing for years and years. And this was his shot to get to the finals of the MyPW during the Gold Tournament. He was supposed to go up against actually someone that I actually consider an associate, maybe even a friend, the international hitman Kaisel. This was his final step. Oh, well, and this was actually shown to the live audience of MyPW. Well, let me show it to you. I'm sure MyPW management wouldn't mind if I showed this, you know. Okay, Raj, semi-final time. Come, let's go some of the strats, eh?
Mr. Low, you've done a lot for me, Mr. Low.
Of course.
Appreciate it. But look, Mr. Low, tonight, if you don't mind, I'm gonna have to do it by myself. Tonight is my journey. It's my journey to become the next MyPW Southeast Asia champion. And I'll always appreciate what you've done for me. But tonight is my night. See you around, Mr. Low.
The man was too stunned to speak. He had the arrogance right before the match. This was literally right before the match, to tell me to stand aside, to tell me to not be by his side in one of the most important matches of his life. This is the semifinals. After the intermission is the finals. And he wanted to do it all alone. This is a clip of the match, by the way. This is a small clip. And here's Kaisel inflicting what he does onto Raj. In hindsight, so when I saw this initially, I was kind of annoyed by this, because I knew what Kaisel was doing. I knew what Kaisel was playing mind games with Raj. This is one of the reasons why I wanted to be out there, because in fact, Kaisel and I, we kind of operate rather similarly. We're both very technical. We both like to throw some hard strikes. The two of us are not the largest of folks, but we know how to throw a nice solid kick or two. And we're both willing to get down and dirty. Kaizo was willing to get down and dirty. In fact, he operates rather similarly to me, which is one of the major reasons why I wanted to be out there for this match. And look what happened. Raj was soundly defeated by Zul, and Zul became a finalist in the Journey to Gold tournament. Oh, and to make matters worse, Raj entered the Rumble as participant number 10. Let's see what happened, eh? And again, I do apologize that the video quality isn't very good. These were all essentially fan footages. I am aware as to why there's no official video footage just yet. Please do be patient, folks. That will come out in due time. But for now, let's see what happened. So this is after Raj asserted himself as participant number 10. And this was me congratulating him, essentially. Let's see what happened. I see the audience were cackling at the whole absurdity of the situation. I don't even blame Holmes for that, actually. I don't even blame Holmes. Just like myself, he saw an opportunity. And I saw an opportunity to teach Blazing Raj, potentially, a final lesson. I'm not going to say much about my current status with Blazing Raj as of now. But for a bit of further context, yeah, we brawled outside the ring thereafter and we had to be separated. In fact, after, let's just say there was a camera where I was, and I said some things that was directed at Raj. I believe that footage will be published in due time as well. Hope you guys look forward to it. And I expect Raj to see it as well. I tried my best to look out for him. And look at where it got me. So yeah. No heat against Holmes. He was just being a participant. It was Raj that wronged me. Even after I tried to look out for him all these years. Alright. Okay, enough of this unpleasantry. So yeah, that's what happened with me in the Rumble. Yeah. As you can see, that was possibly one of the largest reactions, actually, in the whole tournament. Actually, the crowd definitely responded to it for sure. And as I mentioned, the winner of the Journey to Gold tournament, and mind you, the prize is essentially a contract. Was it for the MyPW Southeast Asian Championship? I think it is. It is. That was a hard-fought match too. Mind you, technically, these two have already had a match before the intermission. And then they went through this brutal war. Kicks all around, smacking each other, Tommy Hardy here, sort of surprised a lot of us actually. We knew he had a pretty good top rope splash, but the ones that he pulled out for this event was immense. Like, he had incredible height. Incredible height, you know. Who did Tommy Hardy face? I can't recall exactly in before the intermission, but what he did, the splash that he did in that match was just gorgeous. Unfortunately, it was a bit of a downfall for him because as you can see, Kaizo was in the midst of rolling away, and Kaizo slapped his submission finisher onto Tommy Hardy in this amazing photo. I think he calls this a painful reminder. It's a submission finisher. It's working on the leg, and as you can see, Tommy Hardy is in absolute pain here, absolute agony. And in the end, the International Hitman won it all. I wish I had. There was this other photo they had where he was like clutching, kissing the contract, even, you know, like clearly it meant a lot to him. And hate to say it, I wish. Don't even want to say his bloody name right now. But yeah, as of now, I'm glad that it was Kaizo that won it all. He's worked hard for it. He's deserved it. Man. Could have been me versus Kaizo, actually. That would have been an interesting match because it literally would have been almost like a low versus low or a Kaizo versus Kaizo match, actually. That would have been kind of funny. And it also doesn't help that the two of us were quite big talkers as well. So I'm sure at one point we'll be bickering at each other while we're slapping each other at the same time. It would have been kind of funny to look back in hindsight. Maybe we'll get there one day. We'll see. And you know, this. The semi-main tag team championship match for these SPW tag team championships. This is the Juicy Boys, the champions, versus Love and Freedom, comprising of Love Warrior Shawal and Phoenix Rose. A lot of people felt this could have main evented, rightfully so. I mean, look at this. Oh, top rope Spanish Fly. The reaction you hear in this clip pales in comparison to in real life, and I'm sure the professional video footage that we captured will reflect that as well. Like, the crowd they could not believe that they saw a top rope Spanish Fly. These four individuals pulled out the stops and showed what tag team wrestling was all about. Like, there was a little bit of intrigue initially, not too much, but when they got going, oh man, like, there was a dance break. That our female audience loved. And that brings me to Phoenix Rose, the guy who did the top rope Spanish Fly here against Miles Carew here. This dude is a star in the making. Like, oh my god, this is actually legitimately a very good match. Very good match. But alas, as you can see, Love Warrior Shawal took a gigantic drop kick, smashed into the ropes. So although Love and Freedom really proved themselves to be main eventers, actually, the Juicy Boys had just too much experience. They worked too well together. And mind you, Love and Freedom, people were rooting for them big time. Phoenix Rose, look, the dude is in all pink. He's fabulous. He was the one that danced. He danced Lady Gaga. He danced a Lady Gaga dance. I think a lot of our female audiences really enjoy Phoenix Rose in particular. No, not to say that Love Warrior Shower wasn't pulling his weight. You know, he was the one that was swinging the disco ball around. That's for certain. That's for certain. But yeah. I think Phoenix Rose pulls a very particular demographic, which my PW appreciates greatly. Yeah. So amazing semi-main. And the main, again, as I mentioned, Shaheen versus Statement Andrew Tang versus Eman Azman versus Shivam. And it was just car crash on car crash on car crash. Like this ridiculous, look at this ridiculous photo. So I know this looks kind of weird, but this was a Statement Andrew Tang literally doing a tombstone power driver on Eman Azman. And he was going for this rather weird pin. This was pretty late in the match, so they were both kind of exhausted. And Shaheen took advantage and moonsaulted on them. Madness. Absolute car crash of a match. Audience loved it. They loved it. Curiously enough, a lot of folks actually have rightly pointed out that the audience was a little bit exhausted because they genuinely enjoyed and were cheering so much for Juicy Boys versus Love and Freedom, actually. That the audience, you could sort of tell that the audience was a little bit exhausted. They were still very appreciative and supportive of the main event, but they were a little tired. So they had to. So it was mainly like the craziest stunts that really popped the crowd, and that's perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. And so the event was done. Okay, I just remember now. Now actually, I just remembered something. So as I mentioned, the Invitational Rumble, all that transpired with me and Holmes and the other guy that I eliminated. This was before the intermission. So we had a 20-minute long intermission, and I was not in a good mood, to say the least. I was very, I was in Mr. Grumpy mode for sure. At one point, Bobby Sinaga actually was with his friends. I was about to get into the merch table, to sell merch. Might as well take the opportunity to. And he said, thank you to me. For the match, and I won't lie. If it wasn't for the fact that his friends were around him, I would have clocked them hard around the jaw. I said, "You're welcome," and I punched the wall instead. I punched the brick wall, and I walked away. Hey! I punched the wall, not Sinaga. Okay. At least I took it out on the right thing. Okay, I'm not that unscrupulous. Okay, it was a wall. The wall wasn't sentient. It's fine. The wall wasn't a waifu. It's fine. So yeah, so in fact, and Bobby Sinaga took it in stride as well. He took it in stride, And so I was Mr. Grumpy. I was just walking around, stomping around. At one point, this is kind of funny actually, in hindsight. It was close to the ending of the intermission. I was about to go return to backstage, and so there was a good bit of the audience already seated back. I was walking back. I could hear them booing me. I wanted to turn around so bad, but I was near the entrance essentially, and I could hear them booing me. Like, really, the show hasn't even started back yet, and they're already booing me. I walked away. Didn't want to give them face. So yeah. And then post event, I did relax a bit more. And as you can see, there was Feeding Rose, a trainee, and Miles here with his title. We were selling our merch essentially. We were selling our stuff, and some of you guys actually bought my merch, of which I'm very, very pleasant. Good evening, Mr. Lowe. Not sure if it's just me, but your stream has been buffering heavily since I came to chat. Yes, I know, Johan. I'm aware. It's a YouTube thing, sadly. Like, does it, like, can you still see me, like, talk and stuff? I know it's a little stop, but it's not too bad, right? Like, you still hear me talk and stuff. Oh, what about the rest of you guys? What about the rest of you guys? Has it been consistent? Has it been more stable for the rest of you guys? Because here's the thing. If I look at my stream settings, it actually says excellent connection. The stream health says excellent. On my OBS, it says excellent. Oh, really? Not an OBS issue? Well, in hindsight, I haven't updated my OBS yet. But I don't think that's the issue. I do think this is a YouTube thing, because I know for some other VTubers, they've been having some stability issues with YouTube. That when they are dual streaming on Twitch, their Twitch is fine, but the YouTube is not. So I suspect this is a YouTube thing. Maybe it's about time I update my OBS just in case. Yes, darn indeed. So yeah. But hey, the fact that I can see you responding rather quickly to me means that the stream still can chug along, and chug along I shall. Well, since you're here, Johan. By the way, Johan here is our announcer for New Beat 3. Welcome. How did you feel about the event as a whole, Johan? How did you feel about the event as a whole? I, for one, was, in spite of what happened to me, it was good. The event went really well, in spite of all that transpired. There was a few hiccups, to be sure, but overall, the event went well. Overall, everyone was sent home very, very happy. Ooh, something interesting that also occurred. One of the so it was this honest member approached myself and Eman, and he actually said, and this was legit the first time I've ever heard someone say this. And I don't mind revealing this a little bit. He said his favorite part of the whole show was actually my storyline. And I pointed at Eman. Like, yeah. That's all I'll say about it. Oh, another little funny interaction I had with an honest member. I could sort of get the vibes that this particular couple, they were into VTubers, because they looked at my my merch and like, oh, it's so cute and stuff, And I took out and I showed them, yeah, I'm a VTuber as well. Like, you can follow me on my channel here. Like, yeah, it's not so obvious, but you see this picture here next to Phoenix Rose. I actually show off, where you can find my YouTube channel, which is this one here, Cornelius low CH. And I even lifted up my cardboard standee, which is behind this trainee here, and it actually says there, because I got my cardboard stand, my big stand here from Animagaki. I showed them that, hey, this was an Animagaki, and they were like, yo, you an Animagaki? So I got to connect with people from my VTuber side. Actually, it was really funny. So I lifted and carried the whole thing and showed them the Animagaki logo at the bottom of it. So yeah, I'm kind of narcissistic, as you can see. I had this merch list shown off. I had this photo of Cheetah, and I had my big standee as well. So yeah, this was definitely the Cornelius Low section, that's for certain. And I made a little meme. You, your girl, and the guy she tells you not to worry about. Love Warrior Shawa had flowers gifted to him. Where's my flowers? I eliminated someone in the Rumble. I had one of the largest reactions in the entire show. And do I get my flowers? No. The Love Warrior got flowers. What's love got to do with it? So yeah, I decided to be a little cheeky and show this off. Ah, you can even see Cheetan at the background there. That's so funny. That's so funny. Oh, and of course, to top it all off, baby. We got on the news. We got on the news. Mm. It doesn't say here, but this is the Malay mail that reported on this for I think this is the second time. This is the second event that they've reported on us. We really appreciate that. Malaysian Pro Wrestling UB3 passionate fans action film matches golden return with first show of the year. Hopefully more to come. I'm not going to reveal everything, folks, but let's just say we're cooking. We are cooking. I dare say that the Malay Mail and even other news agencies will be very interested to see where we're headed for this year. It can be argued, in fact, that this year is going to be the best year for pro wrestling in Malaysia ever. I'm sort of reaching a little bit, but I have a feeling that this year is going to be our best year. It's going to be the best year. Muted. No, I don't think I am muted. The stream is a little bit unstable, unfortunately, so it's going to be a bit stop start. YouTube seems to have some issues as of late. So it's just a bit unfortunate. I just have to keep going. Unfortunate. Ah, man, coming Sunday, I have my lone anniversary. I really hope there isn't going to be any issues. I don't know how to dual stream either. Man. So yeah. So just follow us on our socials on Malaysia Pro Wrestling, folks. We've got some stuff prepared for you folks. You guys are gonna eat good this year, that's for sure. And that means I have to juggle VTubing and pro wrestling harder than ever. Challenge accepted. So yeah, this has been a whirlwind ride indeed, folks. This has been a whirlwind ride. Whirlwind. Not whirlwind, whirlwind. Spelling, pronunciations, all that jazz. So yeah. Everything went, post-event went pretty smoothly too. Even though there was rain, actually rain, like really heavy and long rain initially. This is unprecedented. We actually managed to bring everything back to our developmental center before midnight. I've bemoaned this before in the past, I'm sure, that we will complete our we will bring everything back to our developmental center in Kampung Baru like 2 a.m., 3 a.m. We did it. We completed it before, even though there was rain as well, mind you, before midnight. That's unprecedented for us. And that was like, that we were so relaxed that night. It was crazy. Yeah, so I've done nothing but gratitude for this event. This event is a sign of great and exciting things to come. We're just starting off, folks. It's a new breed. And we've only just started breeding. Oh god, we're terrible with this. Folks. You should see the inside joke. I see me disconnected. Am I back? Okay, I definitely saw me disconnected there. I definitely saw myself disconnected there, that's for sure. Am I back? My back. I can't tell. I can't tell. Oh, man. Maybe it's because it's a Friday. Maybe. Hopefully. So, folks, coming Sunday, 3 p.m., I am celebrating my 700 subscriber milestone. So, hope you guys can come for that. I will make the waiting room soon. Hope you guys can celebrate with me. It's about time I celebrate it. And next week will be my loan-iversary. Next week we'll be celebrating my loan-iversary. Ah, man, oh man. Okay, folks, if you can, please do follow me on my my socials. If you haven't subscribed yet to my YouTube channel, please do so. I'm really hoping to reach YouTube partnership eventually. Yeah, not even soon at this rate. Just eventually. I'm already happy about. And if you can, folks, please also do follow my PW socials as well, because man, I'm not kidding when I say that we are cooking this year. We're absolutely cooking this year. Just you wait. All right, folks. That's all. I am exhausted from today. I need to get a good rest because I need to help out with training tomorrow. 2 of our coaches are off in the Philippines, getting some glory for us on a Sunday. They have a meet and greet. They arrived in Philippines today. They have a meet and greet tomorrow, and they're only resting on Sunday. What a world. All right, folks. Cafe Cornelius is now closing shop. But may Cafe Cornelius never close in your heart. Have a lovely night, Mina. Have a lovely